So you're considering using Canva, but you are not sure whether it will have features that work for you? Well, stay tuned because I will be going through a few features of Canva and show you how to do basic Instagram design for your business. Straight to it. I will show you how to do one kind of design that we actually have done a couple of days ago. So you can see those two right now. We are in Canva, of course, and you probably have seen both of them on our Instagram. So let's reverse it, right? Let's delete everything from it. Let's just make completely empty slide. Could probably do it more efficiently, but anyway. So we have an empty slide, and how are we gonna start? We're thinking to ourselves, okay, I could use some good background. I want some yellow in it, but I want it to kind of be a picture. Maybe I want it to be a little bit industrial, you know. So you have all stuff right here. You can use a beach, you can put that you want a door, you can use something like that. But as you have seen, I have gone with that, okay? So as you can see, it's rectangular, so we are gonna want to fit it in to our post. Oh, we still have James Tucker. We're gonna leave it in there for now. And we have fitted it inside. As you can see, you already have the grid lines that are gonna tell you when you are in the middle. So that's very handy. Of course, you can clip it to the picture. You can just leave it outside and it's gonna be working just fine. Now, what do we have next? We would like to probably put James in. And here is when my favorite option comes in. You can upload your own image or video, of course. I already uploaded them. And we're gonna want to use James, right? This is James in the background of our apartment at the moment. And you can see, of course, that there is a background on it. And Canva now has background remover. Now to all of you who have been using background remover in Photoshop, how great is this? And that is actually included in the whole thing. You can see that I chose background remover, so now it's working on removing the background. You know how much time you can spend with Photoshop removing backgrounds. It takes forever. So with this, you don't have to do that. Now we're gonna flip him horizontal. We already have, and it's really good in doing this. It's really good in removing background, and we already have nice cutout. In case it doesn't do such a great job, you can still erase some of the things or restore some of the things as well. Let's go out from background remover because I think it's a little bit confused. And we're gonna flip him. There we go. We flipped James. So now we're gonna make him a little bit bigger. And because he looks quite red on that picture, what we are gonna do, we're gonna filter it. So you have all sorts of filters here. You can also adjust it manually, change the saturation to him black and white this way, or make him red completely. You can play with that standard stuff. Or you can go, for example, here, already filter it. Maybe you want to adjust it a little bit. I think that the contrast is a bit strong on that, so we're gonna adjust it slightly. There we go. Perfect. So we have James in here. Now we want some text, right? We left this from a previous one. Cool, that's not super complicated. And we're gonna add text. Let's see what fonts do we have there. Bebas Neue. So we are gonna add a heading, and we are gonna put caps lock. What was it? Top 3 skills. Top 3 skills for social media managers. Now you can see that it's a different font. Also, we will put this here, cut it a little bit so we can easily swap between the layers. And we had an enter after social media managers. Actually, we had it like that. Now we're going to change the font. There is a lot of fonts to choose from here, as you can see. Or something like 98 and bold. Now again, see, completely different. What is the difference? A huge spacing. So you can adjust spacing up and down, yeah. You can also adjust how spread the letters are. So that's brilliant. Now we can make it smaller. You can adjust them left or right. Now we have them, what size do we have them on? 76. So let's do 76. so it looks as similar as possible. But as you can see, we have a little layer there, so it stands out a little bit more. Also, what I have done with this text is I added an effect, because you can see that you can add effects. So you can cast a shadow. I actually did from one of ours quite light shadow, just to make it stand out a little bit more. Now, what do we do when we want to, of course, we have quite a harsh background and we want the text to stand out a little bit more. We can go to elements, choose a shape, we're choosing a square. As you can see, it shows the wrong color, but we're gonna do this. Let's adjust the size here. You can do it bigger, smaller, whatever you want. Yeah, make sure that it fits with your design. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna change the opacity or transparency, or whichever way you want to do that. So let's say we do it like this, or actually I think that for that I made it 3/4 there. Now you have a problem because it's in front of the text, right? So what do we do? Actually, let's do it this way this time. Let's do it on the top so it also overlaps on James. We don't want that. So we're gonna do this and we're gonna send backwards. So if you have been working with Photoshop, for example, you know how layers work. So that's basically how it is. We're of course gonna align it a little bit. And we might do it a little bit different this time. Alright, pretty similar. This time we just went all in. Now what you can do, what I like to do is a little bit of shortcut. If I want to use the same font, I just copy it. So I do copy and then I do paste. So I have twice the same thing, but I want the same font, I want the kind of similar size. So I'm gonna put, oh, that's one problem with Canva, don't make space. So I'm gonna put, what was it? Creativity. And because, again, you can put them in three different ones, three different text boxes, or you can put them all together, and writing. And again, you can adjust how big they are. So you can just do it this way. You can just shrink them a little bit. As you can see, again, they're not standing out enough. So we're gonna change the color, just like we did in the previous post. And how do we do that? Again, go to text color. We're gonna choose a light one, but we're gonna go to effect, and this time our shadow is gonna be dark. Yeah? Now again, they're quite close to each other, so we can do Ctrl A and change the line height, just so they stand out a little bit more. And of course, then you can add some little bits and bobs. You can add extra text like we had in the previous one, but you know how to add text already, so I'm not going to be doing that. But you can, for example, if you want some extra element and you want underline, you put underline, and you have all sorts of stuff to choose from. Let's say we choose this one again, gotta put it in place. Yeah, and you can of course change its color as well. So that's what we have. And that's basically how you make this. Now, this is your typical PNG. As you can see now it's a new option. You can publish stuff straight to your social media. But let's say that we want to download it and put it by yourself. You can choose which way, which kind of file do you want, whether it is PNG, JPEG, PDF, and so on. We're gonna choose PNG. We're gonna just choose the last page, done, and download. If you're gonna download few of them at once, what's gonna happen is that it's gonna create a zip file, and then you have everything together. But let's say we want something animated. We want an arrow. We want people to read more down below. So we can put arrow, we can put arrow down, and let's find something animated. You can also choose which color, because of course with animations you cannot choose the colors as easy. So let's say, I don't like any of them at the moment. Oh, let's choose this one, right? So we're gonna make it a video. Now, good thing is that if you mix up the kind of post that you have, Instagram is going to read them a little bit different. So sometimes it will push a little bit more videos, sometimes it will push a little bit more photos, and so on. But now what we can do is we can download it as an MP4 and we can just choose one page, so it's going to be animated. We can also animate the whole post, so we can do the stomp, we can do the pop, and then also this is gonna already count as an animation. You can choose how long it is. So for example, if you're doing Instagram stories, you can make it 10 seconds. If you want to make it into a reel and do 15 seconds, you can do that. And speaking of reels, what you can do as well is you can add the music under it. So whatever Bruce this is, you're gonna be hearing music right now. Make it 15 seconds. Of course, if we would be doing reels, it would have different sizing, yeah? But that would give you 15 seconds of this animation and this popping up and music playing for your reels. So that is absolutely fantastico. So that is absolutely great. And then again, you go in and you download. Of course, again, you can publish it straight to your Facebook or your Twitter, which I'm going to be talking about a little bit later. But that's it for today. Make sure you like, subscribe and click the notification bell to be notified about our future videos, and check our link to Canva in the description. See you soon.